आज देखो एक असाइनमेंट 2 एक टैब जनरेट हुआ है, यस और नो? ऑल ऑफ यू गॉट इट? असाइनमेंट 2 टैब?
यस सर।
ओके, उस असाइनमेंट 2 में जितना सारा प्रोग्राम या कमांड है, जितना कमांड एंड प्रोग्राम बैच प्रोग्रामिंग ओरिएंटेड है, उसको लिखकर उसमें सबमिट करना है। ठीक है? क्लियर? क्लियर ऑल ऑफ यू? क्लियर इट?
यस सर।
प्रतीक, प्रतीक आर यू प्रेजेंट? अमन, अमन, प्रतीक, अभिनव?
Yes, sir. Yes,
Clear
sir.
it? Clear it? Got it my point? क्या असाइनमेंट 2 जो
Yes.
टैब जनरेट किया गया है, उस टैब में बैच प्रोग्रामिंग का जितना सारा प्रोग्राम हुआ है, उस प्रोग्राम को रन कराकर रिपोर्ट शीट में लिखकर, जैसे असाइनमेंट 1 सबमिट किए हो, सिमिलरली असाइनमेंट 2 उसमें सबमिट करना पड़ेगा। ठीक है? गॉट इट ऑल ऑफ यू? आंचल?
यस सर।
ओके ओके, तुम लोग का रिटर्न बैक का क्या स्टेटस है? कब रिटर्न हो रहे हो कैंपस में? कुछ नोटिस मिला है तुम लोगों को ऑफलाइन क्लासेस रिगार्डिंग?
यस सर।
तो क्या ये है स्टेटस, क्या है तुम लोगों का?
सर 12 ऑनवर्ड्स हम लोग आ रहे हैं, बहुत
12
सारे पहले भी आप पहुंच रहे हैं वहाँ पे कैंपस में।
अच्छा अच्छा, कुछ कुछ आ रहे हैं, अप टू 12 तक तुम लोग सारे पहुंच जाओगे ना? आज हो गया, आज हो गया 8, 12 मतलब सैटरडे अप टू संडे तक, मतलब इस वीक में lab classes. Okay, so already we are covered that is the DOS operating systems and also the batch programming. Okay, and making a directory. Okay, how to make a directory in a DOS environment. Okay, और एक environment है that is the Unix environment, उसका कुछ कमांड में तुम लोग को शेयर कर दूंगा, कुछ क्वेश्चंस में शेयर कर दूंगा, उसको देख लेना। तो उससे पहले हम लोग आज स्टार्ट करेंगे कुछ प्रोग्रामिंग कॉन्सेप्ट जो ऑपरेटिंग सिस्टम रिलेटेड हम लोग का जो प्रोग्रामिंग है। तो ऑपरेटिंग सिस्टम सब्जेक्ट में अभी तक कहाँ तक पढ़े हो तुम लोग? रईस सर कहाँ तक पढ़ाए हैं तुम लोगों?
Scheduling.
यस,
The process scheduling.
प्रोसेस शेड्यूलिंग। ओके, हाँ, क्योंकि इस प्रोसेस शेड्यूलिंग में ही हम लोग कुछ आज प्रोग्राम करेंगे। ठीक है, फर्स्ट प्रोग्राम होगा हम लोग का FCFS प्रोग्राम। ओके, FCFS दैट मीन्स, कोई बता सकता है व्हाट इज प्रोसेस? व्हाट इज प्रोसेस? एनीवन? एनीवन? ओके, चलो मैं स्टार्ट करता हूँ। दैट इज द प्रोसेस। फर्स्टली वी नो व्हाट इज द प्रोसेस, व्हाट इज द शेड्यूलिंग and how many scheduling is present in our OS. Okay, so firstly we can know firstly that is the process. A process or a task is an instant of program in executions. Okay, that means the executions of a process must program in a sequential manner. Okay, तो प्रोसेस क्या होता है जनरली, जब हम लोग कोई भी टास्क को अगर हम लोग ये करते हैं, तब हम लोग क्या प्रोग्राम लिखते हैं। अब प्रोग्राम को क्या करते हैं? एग्जीक्यूट कराते हैं। जो एग्जीक्यूशन ऑफ द प्रोसेस, एग्जीक्यूशन ऑफ द प्रोग्राम इज कॉल्ड ए प्रोसेस। Generally, that the execution of the process must be programmed in a sequential manner. Suppose that is the 5 process, P1, P2, P3, P4, P5. So one by one, that is they are executed. First, that is executed in the some manner. Okay, at any time, most of the one instance is executed. That means at a one time, it is it is process 1 firstly executed, then process 2, then process 3, then process 4. That means at a time only one instruction must be executed or process is be executed. Okay, so generally that is it is included, a process is included current activity that's represented by the value of the program counter and content of the process register. Okay, so that is the process is executed in here. That is the process have a many state. Okay, that the state means a process execute, it changes state. Okay, it changes the state of the process defined by the correct activity of the process. Each process may have the one following state. So generally there is the 5 state in a process. First one is the new, ready, running, waiting.
Excuse me, sir.
Yes.
Sir, are you sharing your screen?
Okay. Just a minute. I'm so sorry. Okay. Is it visible, students?
Yes.
Okay. So generally that is the process as a 5 state. क्या क्या स्टेट है? एक न्यू स्टेट होता है, रेडी स्टेट होता है, रनिंग स्टेट होता है, वेटिंग स्टेट एंड टर्मिनेट स्टेट. Any process is executed, it change the state one by one. The new किसको कहते हैं? What is the new state? That is a new state. That means the process is being created. When the process is being created, that state is called, that is the new state. Okay. Next one is the ready. Ready means the process is waiting to assign to the processor. Suppose that the many processes created for process P1, P2, P3, P4, P5. Okay, now that the process is executed one by one. So it is waiting for a queue. Okay, it is waiting for a ready queue. So this process is waiting for the assigned to processor. That is called the queue is called the ready. That is the state name is the ready state. Okay, running means the instruction are being executed. जब इंस्ट्रक्शन वन बाय वन एग्जीक्यूटेड होगा, दैट इज कॉल्ड द रनिंग स्टेट. वेटिंग स्टेट क्या होता है? द प्रोसेस इज वेटिंग फॉर द सम इवेंट और ऑकर्स. सपोज यू राइट ए प्रोग्राम. ओके, कुछ प्रोग्राम लिखे हैं, लेकिन उस प्रोग्राम जब हम लोग एग्जीक्यूट कर रहे हैं, दैट इज नीड सम इनपुट. जब मैं इनपुट दूंगा तब मेरा प्रोसेस नेक्स्ट एग्जीक्यूट करेगा. दैट मीन्स in here, that is the process is waiting for the some event to occur. Okay, that means it is waiting for the some inputs. Okay, so that is the another state is the waiting state. And next one is the terminate. That means the finish the execution. So any process may be, that is the 5 states. One is the new, that is the created process, then ready, then running, then waiting, then terminate. So in here, that is the figure in this way. That is the firstly, that is the new is my created process. New is the process is being created. That's the new. Then it is a ready state, ready state, ready to running state. Okay, running state. Okay, and running to terminate. After running, then terminate. In here, that is the two things is happened. One is the running to ready state. Another one running to waiting state. Okay, running to waiting state. When the input output is need, then the process change the status. That is the running become to waiting. Then after getting the input, then it is going to the ready state, and then the ready goes to the running state, and after completed this one, then it terminates the process. So in here, that is the we need some scheduling. तो scheduling क्या होता है? Generally, scheduling is the fundamental function of a OS. When a computer is a multi-program, it has a multiple process completing for the CPU at the same time. If only the CPU is available, then the choice has to be made regarding the process to execute next. Okay, the decision-making process is known as the scheduling, and it is a part of the OS, and it makes the choice called the scheduler. That is the scheduler. Which process is being executed first? Which one is the last? That is the chance are getting by the scheduler. Okay, that make a choice is called the scheduler. So in here we are using some algorithm. So that is the main three algorithm. One is the FCFS algorithm. Just a minute. That is the scheduling algorithm. That is the first one is the first come first serve algorithm. First come first serve scheduling algorithm. Okay, first come first serve scheduling algorithm क्या होता है? Generally, this is that is the main three algorithm. One is the FCFS algorithm, that is the first come first serve algorithm. Next one is the SJF, that is the shortest job first algorithm, and third thing is the round robin algorithms. Okay, round robin algorithm and round robin algorithm. So one by one we are discussed, and one by one we are executed in our operating system lab. Okay, so firstly we know that the concept of the first come first serve algorithm. Generally, this is the simplest CPU algorithms. Okay, in here that the scheme, the process which requests the CPU first, then to allocate to the CPU first. Okay, in the implementation of FCFS algorithm, it is easily managed with the FIFO queue. In here, which process is come first, that process are given the processor first. That is the FIFO. That means the first in, first out. जो पहले आएगा उसको पहले चांस मिलेगा. So in here we are using that is the FCFS manner. First come, first serve. Okay. So when a process enter the ready queue in the PCB, that is the program control block, is linked into the react to the queue. In here we are calculate the average waiting time of the FCFS policy, and also we are calculate the turnaround time. Okay, so in here suppose that is that is my process in here. That is the 5 processes at the present: P1, P2, P3 and P4. Okay, that is the CPU time. That means up to the completion of the time. That is the completion time is the 3. That is the completion time 5. That is the completion time 2, and this is the completion time 4. Okay, 3, 5, 2 and 4. Okay, fine. Now we are using some algorithm, that is the FCFS in here. That is the which processes come first? That is the P1. Next one, that is the P2. Next one, that is the P3. Next one is the P4. So it is executed as the manner of P1, P2, P3, P4. Okay, and completion time in here, that is the CPU burst time or CPU time are the given. That is the 3, 5, 2 and 4. So in here, that is the we are calculate the average waiting time and average turnaround time. So we are use that is the some Gantt chart. So in here we are use that is the we are draw first, that is the Gantt chart. This is the Gantt chart. Okay, this is the Gantt chart. P1, P2, P3 and P4. Okay, so in here that is the P1. When the P1 processes came, that is the waiting waiting for the processor. That is the starting from the 0. Okay, after it complete that is the completion time of P1. How many? That is the 3. So that is the 0 to complete the P1, then P2 getting the chance to the processor. Okay, so that is the time taken to P2 is the 3 plus 5, that is the 8. Okay, after P2 completed, next P3, that means the 2 plus 8, that is the 10. And next one is the P4, that is the time taken is the 10 plus 4, that is the 14. So this is my Gantt chart. Firstly, we can calculate that is Gantt chart. Okay, that is the time we are calculate the in here our questions is the calculate the average waiting time and average turnaround time. ये क्वेश्चन को हम लोग को सॉल्व करना है. ठीक है, प्रोसेस P1 के लिए कितना है, प्रोसेस P2, P3, एवरेज टर्न अराउंड कितना टाइम है एंड एवरेज वेटिंग टाइम कितना है. तो फर्स्टली वी आर कैलकुलेट दैट द वेटिंग टाइम. तो P1 के लिए वेटिंग टाइम कितना है, P1 का वेटिंग टाइम कितना है. P1 जब आया था तब प्रोसेसर आइडियल था. अभी जब P1 आया है तब उसको चांस मिलेगा. सो दैट इज द एवरेज वेटिंग टाइम ऑफ P1 इज द 0. नाउ P2 का वेटिंग टाइम कितना है, P2 का वेटिंग टाइम हो जाएगा 3, because after complete the P1 then the chance to P2 then getting the chance to P2. So that is the P2's waiting time is the 3 and P3 का waiting time है 8 and P4 का waiting as the same manner, that is the P4 waiting time is the 10. Okay, so that is the waiting time for the process P1 is the 0, P2 is the 3, P3 is the 8 and P4 is the 10. Okay, fine. Now we are calculate the average waiting time. Average waiting time, how to calculate this one? So we are calculate that the summation of this one waiting time. Firstly, sorry, this is the average waiting. This is the average waiting time. So that is the 0 plus 3 plus 8 plus 10. How many processes are here? That is the 4. So divided by 4, that is the 21 by 4. That is the 5.25. Okay. Next one we are calculate that the turnaround time. Turnaround time means completion of the time. कितना completion time है? P1 का 3 है, P2 का 8 है, P3 का 10 है, and P4 का 14 है. So that is the turnaround time of P1 is the 3, P2 is the 8, P3 is the 10, and P4 is the 4. So average turnaround time, how to calculate this one? That is the average turnaround time, that is the summations of the turnaround time by 4. That means the 35 by 4, that is the 8.75. Okay. So in this way we are calculate the average turnaround time and average waiting time in the FCFS through the FCFS algorithm. FCFS algorithm. Okay. FCFS algorithm. Okay. Got it, students?
Yes, sir.
ओके, तो हम लोग को करना क्या है, ये तो हम लोग मेथड समझ गए हैं क्या है. अब करना क्या है उस चीज को हम लोग देखते हैं. तो इसको इम्प्लीमेंट करना है. इसको इम्प्लीमेंट करने के लिए हम लोग इसको इंप्लीमेंट करेंगे सी में, ठीक है। सी का इन्वायरमेंट ले लो, या सी का इन्वायरमेंट में इसको कोडिंग करना है, तो कोडिंग में so firstly we are write down in here that is the FCFS scheduling algorithms. Okay, in this way we are write in the report sheet that this one to implement the first come first serve scheduling algorithm. तो ये क्या होता है जनरली, यहाँ वी आर राइट हियर दैट इज द फर्स्ट कम फर्स्ट सर्व एल्गोरिथम. इट इज द नॉन प्रिमिटिव एल्गोरिथम. इन हियर दैट इज द नॉन प्रिमिटिव. इट एग्जीक्यूट द प्रोसेस बेस्ड on their arrival time and regardless of their other criteria. Okay, in here we are taking that the number of the process is the 5. We are taking this one, just this one. This is my this one number of the process, that is the process number, that is the 5 processes, and burst time for the 5 processes or the CPU burst time, that is the 3, 2, 1, 6 and 15. Okay, now we calculate the average waiting time and turnaround time. Okay, so in here we are firstly we are calculate the waiting time. Waiting time kitna ho jayega, that is the first process, that is the 0, second process that is the 3, third process that is the 5, fourth process that is the 6, and fifth process that is the 15. We are just we are getting from the Gantt chart. Similarly, we are calculate the turnaround time. Okay, turnaround time of FCFS, that is the turnaround time. Process 1 is the 3, process 2 is the 5, process 3 is the 6, process 4 is the 12, and process 5 is the 27. Okay, now we calculate the average waiting time. Average waiting time matlab that is the summation of the waiting time divided by the 5. Then we are getting this result is this one. And now next one we are calculate the turnaround time, summation of the turnaround time divided by 5. Then we are getting that the result of the average turnaround time. So we are write this one. This is my phenomena. Now we are write that the code को हम लोग लिखेंगे, ठीक है. Just we write the source code in here, and finally we are showing the output of the snapshot. Okay, enter the number of the 5 process, that is this one. Then enter the burst time, that is the 5 process, 3, 2, 1, 6, 15. Okay, now you plot this one, that is the process number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, burst time this one, waiting time we are calculating here, that is the waiting time is this one, turnaround time is this one. Okay, now we are calculating the average waiting time is this one, and average turnaround time is this one. And lastly we are conclude this one, that is the implementation of the FCFS algorithm got the average waiting time and turnaround time for the same. Okay, so in this way we are implement the FCFS algorithm. Okay, got it, students?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Got it? So today's
Yes, sir.
assignment to calculate the implement the FCFS algorithm. Write a program to implement the FCFS scheduling algorithms. Okay, you are taking any input in here, that is the process P1, P2, P3, P4, P5, and also now that the CPU burst time is this one. You are taking this one. सबसे better है इसको ही implement करो. This one. This is my questions. Okay, implement the first come first serve scheduling algorithms. Okay, in here that is the number of the process 5, and CPU burst time is the 3, 2, 1, 6 and 15. Okay, now you calculate the average waiting time and average turnaround time. Okay, fine.
Yes, sir.
Okay, have you any doubt, anyone, regarding FCFS?
Sir, we can write the algorithm
No,
code in
just-
C++.
Just you write the code. Firstly, you are write in this way, write in this manner. Firstly, you are write the program name. Okay, so in here we are implement that the FCFS scheduling algorithm. Firstly, you write this way, FCFS scheduling algorithm. Aim क्या है? To implement the first come first serve algorithm. Description FCFS क्या होता है उसको थोड़ा सा लिख दो. Okay, in here just we are write that is the non-primitive algorithm. It is execute the process based their arrival time and regardless of any other criteria. Okay, then you write your questions in here, that is the sample input 5, burst time the 5 process this one, and average waiting time, average turnaround time. Okay, now you write the source code. You are write that the source code जो तुम C में लिख रहे हो, that is your source code. You write the source code. Then after the source code you getting output. Okay, you execute the program and you getting output. Take the snapshot of this output. Okay, स्नैपशॉट ले लो, ठीक है, उसको यहाँ पर पेस्ट कर दो एंड आफ्टर दैट यू आर राइट द कंक्लूजन्स ऑफ द FCFS। ओके, जो शेड्यूलिंग एल्गोरिथम है उसका कंक्लूजन लिख दो 2-1 लाइन में, ठीक है, गॉट इट?
Yes, sir.
Okay, anyone have you any doubt? I think all of you got it. ओके ओके, तो ये इसको आज तुम लोग कंप्लीट करो, ठीक है। इसका भी टाइमिंग मैं फ्राइडे तक दे देता हूँ, उसका फ्राइडे दिया हुआ है बैच प्रोग्रामिंग का, उसके साथ इसको ऐड करके असाइनमेंट 3 में इसको डाल देना, असाइनमेंट 2 में बैच प्रोग्रामिंग को सेंड कर देना। ओके
Yes, sir.
ओके,
Excuse me,
हाँ
sir.
बोलो
So,
बोलो बोलो,
batch programming में क्या करना था एक बार?
क्या?
सर बैच प्रोग्रामिंग में हम लोग क्या लिखना होगा सर उसमें?
बता देता हूँ। फर्स्टली बैच प्रोग्रामिंग होता क्या है, दिस वन, ओके, इज इट विजिबल स्टूडेंट?
यस सर।
ओके, ये सारे कमांड एग्जीक्यूट किए हो कमांड को, ठीक है, सम बेसिक कमांड ऑफ द बैच फाइलिंग, ठीक है, सम बैच फाइल्स, ओके, क्या क्या बैच फाइल होता है इसको लिख लो, ठीक है। उसके बाद बैच प्रोग्रामिंग कैसा, दैट द फर्स्ट प्रोग्राम, फर्स्ट ओपन टू टेक्स्ट एडिटर एंड सेव द फाइल a.bat, दिस प्रोग्राम यू आर राइट दिस वन। सपोज कुछ भी प्रिंट करना है तो यूर यूज द इको कमांड, एंड बैच प्रोग्रामिंग स्टार्टिंग कैसे होता है, एट द रेट ऑफ द इको ऑफ, एंड एंड कैसे होता है, दैट पॉज कमांड, वी आर यूज द पॉज कमांड, okay, then you are write some script, so we are print some script, so we are write that the echo, this is my first script or hello world, जो भी script तुम print करना चाहते हो, then we are write under the echo, okay, so this is the first program, okay, next this is my output, क्या output आएगा, ये program लिखो, then उसका output लिख दो, okay, similarly that is the second program in here, that is the दिस द सेकेंड प्रोग्राम हम लोग प्रैक्टिस किए थे उस दिन, सेकेंड प्रोग्राम दिस वन, कोई भी वेरिएबल को कैसे हम लोग डिक्लेयर करते हैं बैच फाइलिंग में, ओके, बैच फाइलिंग में कैसे हम लोग वेरिएबल डिक्लेयर करते हैं इसको सीखे थे, तो ये प्रोग्राम को लिखो, इसका आउटपुट यहाँ पर ये कर दो, ठीक है। सिमिलरली इस प्रोग्राम को लिखो, ठीक है, जितना सारा प्रोग्राम है यहाँ पर प्रैक्टिस करो एंड इसका जो आउटपुट है उसको रिपोर्ट शीट में लिखना है, ठीक है, गॉट इट?
यस सर।
यहाँ पर जो दिया गया है, ओके, एनीवन हैव यू एनी डाउट्स?
नो सर।
ओके, चलो, तो आज के लिए यहाँ पर मैं ये कर रहा हूँ, मीटिंग को एंड कर रहा हूँ। तुम लोग FCFS को ये करो, एग्जीक्यूट करो, अगर प्रॉब्लम होता है तो मुझे ये करना, ठीक है, और एग्जीक्यूट अगर हो जाता है तो फाइन, इसको रिपोर्ट शीट में ये करके सबमिट कर देना, ठीक है, मैं रिपोर्ट शीट से देख लूंगा, ओके, गॉट इट?
यस सर।
ओके, तो अटेंडेंस डाउनलोड कर लेते हैं आप लोगों का। ओके, थैंक यू ऑल ऑफ यू।
थैंक यू सर।